Oh, this looks nice and cozy. The library car. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amory Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful.
Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your presents.
My presents? You're both too sweet. Thank you.
Vector, it seems we have more guests.
Amy, there you are.
Have found any leads?
Oh, the detective parent needs help from the birthday girl.
She knows everyone's allowed to... be sassy on their birthday.
This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick.
Where are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked.
Oh, you doubt the birthday girl.
Yep, she has the key.
The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key.
Of course, it's a birthday privilege.
I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye!
Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough.
Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say.
I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer.
And I'm, just making sure things go well.
Things aren't going great.
Not sure if you've forgotten, but there was a murder. Well, I mean, besides that.
Besides murder?
My social skills, non-existent. Honestly, that is true for me anyway.
I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat.
And I'm Espio, the poet.
Poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some?
Sure. Teardrops in the spring, can you hear me sing? La 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 dee 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 dee. Tails is not impressed.
Was that it?
I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring.
I'm satisfied for now, thanks.
At least he's rhyming, I suppose.
Gabriel and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car?
Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all set off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay.
I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car.
Yep.
Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup at the saloon car.
Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door.
Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something.
After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors?
Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car.
When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car.
That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right.
We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seems Vector and Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car.
Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions.
If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you.
And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered too.
Thanks, guys. Their alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if Espio is actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely! Alright, so now, let's take a good look around. First of all, let's go look at the arm. Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all of this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. I like some of the pictures here. Wait a minute. Is that the Avatar character from Sonic Forces? At least like a generic blank slate thing with a certain hat. That's interesting. Anyway. A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really need to see this. This little chow hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster, right? Let's take a look in here. Oh, brochures! There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Gabriel, look at this! There's a couple maps here. This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Library map is added to your inventory. Did we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. Alright, so now, let's take a look at the door. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's lock is added to your inventory. Okay. And now let's go take a look at these books. So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Alright, and now we're gonna go look over here in the bookcase. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or, in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order but this one. The Mirage Express Manual. Yep, it's a user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Mirage Express Manual is added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to find out what really happened. Okay, now let's go talk to Vector.
Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train.
You actually tried to bring a knife on the train?
I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher.
Oh, that is ketchup. I think if you had a knife on you, we definitely think you were the murderer.
But what if I hid the knife?
You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Alright, so first of all, let's just... Oh, right, we already went through that. I'm just gonna skip all that. Can I take your order?
Oh, yes, please, I'm starved.
Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important.
Why would you show the menu to me?
Come on, Gabriel, why are you teasing him like that?
Here I thought I could trust you. You've made a fool of me.
Oh, Gabriel, you made him a fool. Come on, smooth this over. No, I'm the fool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I smooth things over, but at what cost? Okay, now let's go talk to Espio. Fancy a poem? Now get a poem about trains. Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion. Thanks. I was like, I never noticed all the different chow that show up for this. Oh my gosh, I like the little like phoenix looking one right here. That's adorable. I actually like that one. Huh?
Can I take your order? I have a poem about this. My starved stomach babbled, though I ignore the grumbly tummy, for the eggs I received are scrambled when I asked for my egg sunny.
Oh wow, we don't serve any eggs on the train though.
My talent is wasted on you lot.
Alright, now let's just go... Actually, wait, I want to do one more thing. Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy, so plush, puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap personally, honestly, same here. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Gabriel, no, don't fall asleep! There's been a murder, remember? I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. Anyway, alright, now we're just gonna go talk to Espio again. And start interrogation. So, the two of you don't believe us, huh?
It doesn't you don't believe us, eh?
It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Gosh dang it. Gabriel and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why do you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need.
Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What?
I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social.
Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out.
This is what I get for eating dinner before recording. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. And that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen.
It must have been a good read. What was the book?
Espio doesn't know you're that detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing?
What kind of things do you think I read?
If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Gabriel, can you help me out? Alright. Gabriel, what book do you think Espio may have been reading? Well, let's see here. That's a map. That's a lockpick. Oh, there's a book.
A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this?
Oh, gosh dang it. Okay, let's do this. Alright, so I believe this first one will be pretty simple, though I think it's going to introduce a new gimmick. We'll see in a moment anyway. Okay, just going to jump over here because, weirdly enough, like normal Sonic, sometimes it's actually a little more rewarding just to dodge the springs from time to time. Oh, almost there. Oh gosh, okay. Bounce, stick to the left, and nailed it with 14 extra rings. Awesome. There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. Oh, shoot. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio.
Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like that.
Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself.
Apologies, Espio.
A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express manual. Trains are cool.
In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Gabriel, if you don't mind. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz Espio about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? You know what? Let's go for the later pages. 362. Okay, what efficient, extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself. Though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors.
The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety.
So yeah, there was no way Vector was getting that knife in the train.
Seems like Espio aced that question. Gabriel, hit him with another one.
Okay, which page do I choose? You know what, we'll go for page 15, just to test his memory. What is Mirage Express cancellation policy? No refunds and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65.
Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65.
Last one, Gabriel. Let's see if Espio can go 3 for 3.
Gotcha, which page should I pick last?
You know, let's go for...
Actually, this is far from the middle. This is still in the beginning bits of that book because it seems really big. But actually, you know what? Let's go for later end.
What's implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests.
Oh, I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its... Oh, I accidentally skipped something. Gosh, dang it. I hate how fast I clicked there. You know, without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? You know what? No. I had to say it, but no. Just goofing, you passed. I completed your test with ease. All my efforts were only to please, but you joked and japed, said no to my face. Now I wish you riddled with fleas. Did he just rhyme a curse at me? He's getting better at these.
You clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses.
And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? I have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But you answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can...
Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading?
Yes, that's correct. Problem?
Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. We have evidence to back it up. Gabriel always puts me on the spot. Gosh dang it, Tails.
Okay, Gabriel, think we should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw Espio reading, but what? Well, obviously the lockpick, because that means Shadow is in here. Shadow's lock? Please pray tell what this has to do with anything.
We're up, Gabriel. Let's get our argument together.
Alright, let's rock.
Alright, so this one, I believe, gave me quite a bit of trouble whenever I originally did it. Okay, good. Yeah, those stinking, like, I want to call them batarangs just because they remind me of that so much. Oh gosh. But yeah, those always, like, trip me up a bit. But I think I'm getting the hang of them now. Oh gosh, dang it. I say that and then I'm almost gonna lose. Oh gosh, okay, we're almost there. Oh, what fresh heck is this? Okay, good. Made it. Absolutely fantastic. And now we know what to say.
Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score long. Trucks are natural gamers.
Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left, Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car... When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated, reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car, but there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip.
I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow.
You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up?
Well, you see, I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy.
So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all?
But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car.
It's a mystery, my dear Gabriel, one that I would love for Espio to solve.
You gotta believe me.
That cool demeanor is vanishing.
I was so involved with my book, I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention.
Yeah, I think I remember doing that.
I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car?
I didn't. Why does this seem right to me? This definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Is Espio simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do?
We'll join Tails.
I can't interrupt Tails while he's onto something. I'll let him continue this line of questioning, and... Gabriel, my favorite and beloved employee, please protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued.
Yeah, this is definitely my imagination.
Well, at least for the conductor stuff.
I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up.
Tails!
We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another?
This right here, the library map.
Alright, now let's get my thoughts in order.
Oh gosh dang it, okay. Back to the dream gear. Alright, so... I should always expect these every time I give evidence. I don't know why. I expect there to be a bit more dialogue every time. Okay. Careful. Doing decent so far. Just gonna make sure I jump over those stinking batarangs, as I like to call them now. Okay. Okay, yeah, we have well over the necessary amount. Oh gosh! Okay. We'll be fine. Okay, we should be good.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, that was great, honestly.
72 out of 55. The library map. Oh, I see.
See? The exits, they're right across from one another. A straight path. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another.
Looks like you'll have to point out where exactly on the map you mean.
Where could Espio have been for Shadow not to see him? Probably right here.
Interesting, that's where I was sitting.
Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book.
I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot.
That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot, because a bookcase is in the way.
There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio, or vice versa, because good lord Espio blends in.
It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you could have seen him.
I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now.
Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it! Another pair of alibis validated.
Yay! Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end.
Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy.
Likewise, I could use a breather.
Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge, and especially Shadow.
It seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier.
And that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio.
Give him back, and if you need any meat chopped, say the word.
I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick, tick, tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities.
We're really doing this.
Come on, Gabriel, let's see what's next.
Coming. And let's go. You didn't want to stay and look. Tails, you just wanted to say... whatever. The mystery calls!
Okay, the investigation continues.
Hooray!